was known as playing enchanters. We see him now as like engage, 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 but that's what he developed himself as alongside Hanwha.
And while you mentioned, bro, Delight got
he's pretty good at this champion.
This was back in like 2022.
Right. The pressure from Hanwha is just massive though, and you can see it is being demonstrated in that 10 CS gap. He's not going to move on over here as control wards are going to meet in the banana brush. For this dragon, we'll be going over to Junja without too much of a contest by HLE, just trying to get the information that they're looking for.
Yeah, to really get anything done. So instead of risking the game at an early play,
you think they want to kill Hanwha?
Yeah, possibly.
Well, they're going to go for it here as Emperor's Divide will pick him up.
Peanut?
We'll see whether he can get himself out of there, but that is going to be first blood going over to Zeka, and that is a great start for this Azir that was struggling. I mean, so tempo vibes are not actually something represented by what's going on in the game. Very important. Right?
You might think of tempo and like tempo. No, not that.
It's not actually like that. It's just a vibe of who's in the better position. And right now, Peanut not in a great position as Arcane Shift from Doggo getting so many of these Mystic shots down. Viper trying to kite it out, has that Q activated, and he has to flash to move himself out of the area. Battle Dance to save Delight, but Doggo snipes down Viper and will be able to answer that first kill.
So Doggo, he's got loads of tempo vibes right now.
Absolutely, there we go. Shockwave going to come through as Hanwha also pretty good at that. He is going to be able to take a turret shot and be okay, but this dive is not over yet. This wave is crashing down, and Peanut and Delight both under full health. And Cataclysm does put Doggo in the cage, but Kaiwing is able to help pick that one up. Is that going to be Feats of Warfare? There it is! As the Orianna collects it now, Zeka finds a triple knockback with the Emperor's Divide, and Viper has made his way back to the fight. Kaiwing will be the first one to go down in this next team fight as Hanwha, no mana and not a lot of a chance to get himself out. But he is going to be able to flash. Still, Zeka able to pick it up. A double for the Azir, and HLE salvaged the play.
While they were able to get a bunch of kills, big stacked wave on the top side, a couple of CS going to be lost. They're going to be able to grab all of these grubs in favor of HLE as well. Doggo is in the vicinity, and you've got to be mindful, Peanut. This man is not afraid of anything.
He certainly isn't. They do have a lot of mobility, though, so Battle Dance should be able to get Delight over the wall if he wants to leave the pit.
Two turrets, and Zeus was like trying to tickle him, but obviously it's Cassante, so that didn't work. And then they tried to kill the Cassante afterwards. Also didn't work as the Drake.
Yeah, Drake going to get started up here as Zeka finds another two. There is the tidal wave. That comes on through, but Hanwha's already dead. Cataclysm will be avoided, but Doggo, he's out of the fight. He's out of the pit, and there is no hope for Junja this time. It is a steamroll from HLE.
Fred, and I really want to highlight what you said earlier, Vedi, about Hanwha. Without Flash, there is a Jarvan whose ultimate will force you, maybe even the Flag and Drag as Zeus.
Yeah, going all out here as the Equalizer goes down. It just puts a wall between himself and Driver. There's the knock-up and the punishment to come in. I'll hold it until he's actually dead, and there he does finally go down.
Covering exactly where he needs to at just the right times. As Zeka.
Yeah, looking for Hanwha here as the quickness comes in, and Delight will just hold him in position. Emperor's Divide, perfect position, but he's not dead just yet, and Junja is making his way down. HLE, a little bit of a split decision, but Zeka decides he wants to get the kill as there is the turret going down in the top lane at the same time.
Given that they are sitting at 2 dragons right now, this Herald looks I mean, why do I say it's uncontested? Of course they will challenge, it's CFO!
Well, they're going to try. We'll see whether they can actually lock down the objective. He's just going to be able to steal it away. Feats of Strength come in as well, but there's a great equalizer from Zeus. Cataclysm comes down, and there is the quickness as well for the charm. Junja is immediately going to get punished, and they may not be able to get the eye, but at least they have some cool shoes.
I love that Junja is just exquisite at winding HLE up. He is diving in solo. The fight doesn't go their way, but they steal away the objective once again. And CFO showing their aggression as Doggo.
Another Arcane Shift forward as Peanut going to get himself out of that. Top of the morning to you, he says.
From Hanwha, Zeus might be in trouble.
Yeah, can't watch the replay in this one as Zeus is in so much trouble. Audacious Charge comes through. He does flash to get himself out of the way. Wind becomes lightning, goes the wrong direction, but there's the shockwave, and down goes Zeus. Shut down money for the Orianna. For the damage, still waiting for this Rumble to come back up again, and right now CFO do have control of the area. 50% on that health bar. Zeka going to need to find a fantastic shuffle if they want to win this fight. Orb does come down. Hanwha still with no mana in this fight. Great double knock up in the back line, and there is the Flag and Drag. At the same time, exhaust onto Doggo. He's put in the Cataclysm. Zeka takes down Kaiwing, and HLE have found their marks. Yes, Peanut goes down, but he has done enough for his teammates. As Viper may have stepped too far forward, he does get disengaged with that blast going, but they will be able to get themselves the dragon. Hanwha burning, but Zeus will not be able to find that kill, and my goodness, that could have been way worse for CFO.
I think he could get the cleanup play, but again, with Doggo's positioning, able to navigate through that fight, but HLE, the good news is they get the Drake, CFO's favor.
And he's hit that 2-item spike as well. I mean, Doggo is extraordinarily powerful right now. You have a bit of an engage, though, as Zeus in a bit of trouble once again. Equalizer goes down, he's doing a lot of damage. Junja almost just dead, but the all-out holds him in position, and Junja will survive.
Peanut's going to look for an exit kill here.
A little bit of an angle perhaps as he does dodge out of the way of that Q, looking for the Xin Zhao here. As you can see, Delight wants to come on over as well. Driver not quite finding the angles onto Peanut here. He will take the consolation Cassante for that 1-for-1. As Viper comes down, and if he gets the kill, that's going to feel a whole lot better here for HLE, and he does. But this Otacon is not long for the world, and Delight will turn up. He will be able to play defense to avoid him getting in here. Down goes the Otacon, and now Driver slowed by the Slurkle. Zeus gets himself in there as the Equalizer comes down. Perfect position once again. The tidal wave comes through. It's a phenomenal shockwave. Honku decides that they want to win the fight, and now it's Junja's turn to go deep. They look for the angle. Zeus goes down. Delight in a safe spot, and HLE, they're just trying to get the heck out of dodge.
They need more, though. Zeka might go down.
Yep, tagged by the Mystic Shot. Emperor's Divide pushes Doggo away, and is he going to survive? He will! Mystic Shot doesn't get the snipe, and Delight will also be safe on the top side. Man, they're not allowed to get away with that.
Go for it.
Yeah, I kind of regretted saying that as soon as I started.
That does mean, though, we're now 33 flowers to 10, and they will get this mid lane turret. Hanwha Life instead playing for Prio on the Dragon. Zeus obviously has decent
8
wave
seconds
clear.
On that Equalizer, if they
think he
do
wants
want to
to
just
use it, though.
eradicate the wave. You're exactly right. Drake has coming up here, is now HLE in a bit of trouble. Shockwave onto 1, but Zeus is no longer here. The scrap shield's good, but Junja just says, nah, get out of town, and he is going to be able to pick up that kill. Equalizer went down beforehand, though, and Junja in a little bit of trouble. He's still going forward. Delight will be able to deny him, but I do love the idea at least. Another pick there to come through. It's Peanut gets taken down.
Back this mid-tier 1. This is something they've been doing very well this game. The cross maps, the trading objectives, they go into Honku.
Yeah, Honku does manage to get the flash out, and now the bubble connects by Kaiwing, but the follow-up, it's just not there. Viper stands in front of his Azir. Now Driver looking for a bit of an angle, but Delight is going to be there for the defense, and man, CFO are just getting so close so many times, it's frustrating.
So this is really good news for CFO, because now HLE playing a little bit desperate. They sent a lot of members towards the bot side of the map, committing to that play. They couldn't really keep that top tower alive for much longer, but it's also giving Junja an opportunity.
Available.
Yeah, playing some defense here as Delight making his way forward. There's the quickness. Delight seeing who he can pick up here as the wall. Sorry, the wave is going to be avoided. Cataclysm puts them both in. Equalizer down on top to barbecue them, and there is the Emperor's Divide to lap up that bottom lane. Now Zeka in trouble, though. Will he be able to break the arm guard? He will. He's on 1 health, though, after everything's said and done. The ult from Junja so incredibly good, but Viper is still standing. It's so much damage, and the carries for CFO are down.
Doggo and Kaiwing will not.
The armband being used by Zeka, but it's now available for Honku.
Stats team coming up with that one. So this is still a bit of an advantage for HLE. Delight's flashing forward. He finds the quickness to lock down Honku. Another phenomenal equalizer from Zeus, and the blast cone will not save the Orianna. Battle Dance gets him out of there, and Delight has been so good. Junja now in trouble. If they lose their jungler, they're in so much.
HLE found the perfect moment.
Ooh, ships in the night here as the Dragon will be secured. Second one for HLE, denying the soul. As Viper takes half of his health bar from that True Shot barrage, Doggo still hurts so much.
That fight is about to happen right now.
That's exactly what they're doing.
Look at Junja's positioning.
This is just melting. It's absolutely obscene. Driver goes in there. They're going to see whether they can win the fight because they're not going to take the Baron. The rest of CFO move over, but Driver's going all out, and he needs to get out because that health bar is just missing. Emperor's Divide finds 2 in the backline, and Saze is there with the flamethrower to take down Honku again. Junja will be able to keep himself alive at least, but Peanut takes down Doggo. There are those carries you were talking about, Mal. They're now taking a nap in the river, and there goes the rest of CFO to follow. HLE, they will find their team fight in the end.
And that's just going to be it, most likely. All the damage dealers on Hanwha Life ready to push down that mid lane. Baron buffs there, and CFO, they fought valiantly, but Hanwha Life get the Nash and take the game.
HLE with ruthless efficiency force the Baron, force the fight, win cleanly, and have the Nexus in their eyes.
Exactly. Nexus turret's going to be the next ones to fall down, and we had questions for HLE. Will Zeka be able to tidy up the play? Well, the answer to that is yes. Will Delight find some of his fantastic engages? Yes, and they needed to. Might be personal preference.
I think so.
And we'll see whether Zeus is going to be able to join Flandre as one of the players that's able to make the Rek'Sai look pretty damn good.
He's actually pathing his way towards the bot side. Kaiwing is going to come and check. Now they'll spot him out.
Yeah, Kaiwing gets the information. Zenith Blade is going to hit there as well, as Peanut is behind enemy lines, and now Junja's going to make his way in. No flash. He cannot get over here, but Peanut just goes straight into his hands. Not sure about that one, as Peanut is just dead. First blood over to Junja.
Owner playing Vi. Back then it was Junja on Kiana, if I remember correctly, and that early lead was enough for them to take the entire game. It's going to be early Dragon here now for CFO as well.
Yep, Ocean does go over here, as Junja is going to be able to lock that one up. You can see nice knock up here from Zeus.
Junja thinks that he's gone away, but he's stuck over the wall, came in through the back. Junja doesn't realize, and he's able to steal away one of the grubs. Well done there by Peanut.
That we're just going to not base until our first item.
I hope so.
Wait, he's breaking the pact! This
is kind of ridiculous. Doggo moving up towards that top side. Mega Inferno Bomb does connect, doesn't quite do the damage though, and now he's trying to tunnel his way over. The ulti comes through, and Zeus goes down. Immediately, Doggo now at about 200 health. Zeka trying to get himself out of there. He flashes, but the Realm Warp will follow. There's feats of warfare, as no one on CFO has gone down yet, and Kaiwing was even looking for more.
1.5 gold lead, close to this early on, is nothing to scoff at.
Certainly isn't, especially when you're looking at then a Caitlyn that gets some free farm to bail you out. She's not necessarily known for that, as Zeus also not looking like he's going to be able to get out of this one either, as he takes a bite out of him. There is the Vault Breaker available for Peanut to try and play some defense. Zeus might be out, but Peanut could be in trouble. Honku decides that he wants to kill the Rek'Sai, but it may have not been the right choice. Peanut tries to get himself out. The Solar Flare connects. And this is a little bit cute. The ring around the Rosie to come on through now, as Peanut not able to get over that wall. One bite from Junja. Yeah, Honku makes his way in with Kaiwing. Viper going to try and go for the execute, and he will be able to get it. Flashes out of the Solar Flare to make sure that no one gets the money. Still going for a bit of a dive now towards the top side of the map as HLE, they've come alive. They're shut down to give Peanut some money back, and Delight gets his unbreakable will.
Start pushing out that wave, and we're seeing it already here. The fact that not only was Viper able to make the best out of a bad situation, they also make a successful cross map, and now Delight is here to cover for what is CFO's strong side of the map. So fortunately for CFO, they do at the very least get a turret to reclaim the gold that they had lost.
A very good position, but it's kind of stagnated as this game has gone on, and that shutdown money really helping Peanut try and find his way back in. As the Blast Cone, the Mega version, is just going to be denied for just about forever. Delight has to flash to get himself out of that situation, and the Mega Cone finally does come in, and the Realm Warp to follow. CFO, a steak dinner prepared beautifully by them.
Towards bot, wants to at the very least try and cross map for this tier 1 out of tower.
Also feels like a little bit disrespect from Hanwha Life, where in the last game we saw that CFO will bring the fight to you. And that's going to be Herald now, should be leading to that mid turret falling. Hanwha Life able to get something on the cross map here, as we talked about, but I think you still take the Herald, especially if you can open up mid lane.
On the rise. Gonna have that Seraphs completed very, very soon, as HLE secure another outer tower. Just that last mid one remains, but this isn't going to be an easy one to siege.
To get a headache, never mind, just swings by, just bypasses the wall, but then bypasses the turret! It's not what you want to see. There is the cease and desist, and Junja will immediately get punished, but he does have the subjugate, and Zeka just kind of evaporated off the back end. They still get the charge! How the hell did that work? That is so it looked like he missed! But maybe it was part of the play. Down.
Perfect calculations,
Exactly.
Atlas. How did you not see that?
I really do like to assess things based on the result. Is now Doggo going to get knocked up here by Zeus, looking for the target, and doesn't finish him off. The flash from Peanut will be able to get on in there, and Zeus getting so many knockups in this fight. It is going to be the troll finally going down and getting punished. Viper is at full health in this fight, but now his front line has ran out, and HLE are just trying to get themselves out of there, and Honku is going to say nope, as they all do take the Realm Warp. And so Zeus might be able to just buy some time here with some tunnels.
Yeah, maybe a little bit. We'll go down for sure here. We'll see who they give the kill to. Looks like it is going to be Rest.
Well, perhaps this is an overestimation of the amount of damage that he can do, because This is nowhere near close as Rest is going to move himself in. Doggo is teleported over at the same time. Mega Inferno Bomb, massive damage onto Zeka as Honkyu could be in a little bit of trouble, but Kaiwing is keeping him safe. Peanut realizing that he's made a big mistake here as well as Delight gets the headbutt to save his jungler, but I mean, this is still just a leash, so they get soul point.
Yeah, I think Hanwha should be happy that they don't just outright lose the game.
So just start a fight on Otacon.
Yes, here we go.
Well, it's going to be HLE starting this fight as the wall is going to be put down. Zeka is knocked off it a little bit early, though, as Mega Inferno Bomb just pushes Viper out of the fight entirely. They do trade it for Honkyu, as Viper with the redemption might be able to stick around for like a little bit longer, but the Otacon not going to be a target that they can collect. But the Otacon down underneath half health. As HLE still wanting to go for this one. Redemption to get those health bars back again. As Peanut, can you get the steal? That's the question. He gets himself in, but it's not going to be stolen away. And down goes Peanut immediately. It's a brilliant knock-up there from Delight, but Honkyu is still alive somehow. And CFO are just trying to limp themselves away with the Otacon in tow.
That's great stuff for them. The amount of sustain they have in their kits. Between the passive to subjugate. Renekton with his Q as Kaiwing is looking aggressively. Viper needs to do some damage. Hanwha alive. Get it low.
Well, there is the solar flare towards that backline as Junja in a bit of trouble, but it's so much AoE with this Mega Inferno Bomb. Still, Rest is going to go down. The double knockup is fantastic, and it's 2 on the floor here for CFO. Zeus is down, the Dragon getting amongst it as well as the ulti from Viper to soften up Honkyu with Zeka on the flank angle. The flash pulverize from Delight is gorgeous! And Viper is there with the follow-up DPS. Doggo now out of cooldowns, but is able to at least get rid of the cow. And HLE come alive finally in this game. Zeka is making interesting decisions. A lot of, like, when they don't look good, it doesn't look great at all. As Zeus is continuing to have a rough time. That interruption was absurd as the Mega Inferno Bomb comes down, but he takes another tunnel, tries to escape, and it does not work. And could this just be the setup as Zeus? This is one of the downturns. He rests as he walks out of that brush, decides he doesn't want to face check, and these health bars are actually getting softened up. 50% on that Baron right now. And HLE still wanting to look for the 4 versus 5. I don't know about it, as there is a teleport available from Zeus. They need to buy some time. Only 15 seconds left to go, and they back away from the objective.
I love how...
Junja in position now. We're getting the snap traps down, though. And HLE, they have pulled this one out. Zeka on that angle once again to try and get that wall in. Junja is trying to keep himself there. He's pushed all the way out. And so this Dragon should go over to HLE. They deny a soul yet again. But can they win themselves a fight as Kaiwing goes in and then uses Delight to taxi his way out? They're both in that backline as Honkyu is delivered to the open arms of Zeka. And Rest is now just trying to slice and dice his way out. They'll take a crab. Teleport is going to be employed to try and stop this one from going down. 25 seconds on Doggo as well, who doesn't have teleport when he does respawn. Still they're looking for the angle as Zeus goes in. It's a beautiful flick back, a double knockup again. The pulverize is there, and Viper is indeed unstoppable as everyone is CCing every member of CFO, and that just allows Viper to shoot them. The Baron gonna go down next. It felt like a hint of desperation because CFO, it was 4 versus 5.
Doggo, you need to steal this. Run!
Oh God, can he get into Mega Inferno Bomb range?
He can. He's gonna
come on.
Oh, well, it's down to 2,000 now. He's not going to be able to get there.
Is not going to win the game off of this just as Baron push if they're not able to actually break open the base, and they are not even close to Soul just yet.
Yeah, well, you've got Zeus in that mid lane. Just the CC eaten by a tunnel.
Let them have the turrets, it's okay. Come on, CFO, I want my game free!
See whether we can get there. Another double shot comes on through, though, as Zeka. I think he just wants to go back to the Hotel Chronicle. I don't think he wants to give you that game number 3 as Junja down so incredibly low. Peanut to try and set up here as well. The solar flare is decent, but the shove, the knockups all over the place, just chained so beautifully by HLE. They'll use that to take down this inhibitor turret. And no Crocodile to stand in that front line and defend. The inhibitor might actually be defended, though, as we can see here. That's not going to go down just yet, but they have now broken open the base. A 6,000 gold lead here for HLE as well. As the siege continues, Delight gets the headbutt in, triple pulverize one more time as it's Zeus that assassinates Doggo yet again as Viper gets round the side to land the pot shots. It's a double as the as it all settles, and my God, HLE, they really came alive, and they were asleep at the beginning of this game. But no, it looks like it's going to be a 2-0, and our second LCK team will make their way to knockouts with the fall of this Nexus.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.